What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy. I'm coming at you with a new video, and I heard this one actually this one completely passed me by. I didn't know this happened. This happened actually several weeks ago, apparently. Looking at it all, but it just came by my timeline recently. Starter note. No. Starter note. I am not a Fast and the Furious fan. I'm not a huge fan of the films. I'm not a huge fan of this world that was created. I do like Vin Diesel as an actor. I think he does some good work here and there. Sometimes I think he's a little out there. I really love Pitch Black. I think that's a fantastic movie. I do like the Riddick Chronicles and all of his work there. I am a fan of Groot. I do like Guardians, and I know he only says, "I am Groot," in that, but I do like that. He was also the Iron Giant, so I give him credit for that. I do have to give Vin Diesel credit. He helped create a very fast-paced franchise. It was never my thing, and it's gone through a lot of stuff. You know, it dealt with actors passing away. It's lived on for generations. He had a fight to make sure that The Rock didn't take it over. He's created something special. Pure escapism. Pure escapism. He's also a bit of a dum-dum. Let's be real. The Rock's not the brightest tool in the... Brightest tool? I'm not the brightest tool. Sharpest tool in the shed. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed all the time, but he came out and said something, and I do have... not a whole lot of I have a caveat because I get what he's trying to say.
You obviously started this, you were a little younger. Yeah. Let's get a little hard.
Real quick, I get so freaking tired of this variety reporter. He always talks like this. Rah, rah, rah. Every single time. I get so annoyed with him.
Harder as you go on, like does the back hurt, the knees?
Oh, my back! Oh, someone give me a Tylenol. No. Does it? You know what gets harder? The work off screen.
See, I see what he's saying there. It gets harder and harder doing the off-screen stuff, and I'm sorry if you can't hear it. I get what he's saying, but let's continue.
The thinking, the expanding. There's a reason why Tolkien stopped writing after a while.
He kind of stopped writing because he passed away. Let's be real. He was constantly filling out notes and building his world, but okay.
Because it's so hard to continue mythologies. Nobody thinks about it in that context, but it's real.
I can give him credit there. It is hard to make mythologies. It is hard to create a world. It does take time and effort. And I see where he's going. Comparing himself to Tolkien, you ain't Tolkien. Tolkien's a literary master. A man who created a world, a fantastic world, and you're you.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to...
This is the Lord of the Rings of action movies.
No. I see where Vin Diesel was going. I see where he was going. I see what he was trying to do. I see what he was trying to say. It was a stupid comment and everything. This dum-dum, the man that talks like this, is the one that implanted the Lord of the Rings of action. The Lord of the Rings of action movies. No. No, the Lord of the Rings was good. Well... Fast and Furious is pure escapism. It is good in some contexts to some people. It's never been my cup of tea. That being said, this is not Lord of the Rings. We're not talking about literally, I cannot say it again. Literary masterpiece here. We're talking about pure escapism.
This is the Lord of the Rings of action. Well said. From your mouth to God's ears. It's so true. I should have stopped after The Hobbit.
No, he was working on this world for a long, long time. It was his masterpiece. It was his greatest creation. Now, I'll be fair to Vin Diesel. I'll be 100% fair to Vin Diesel. I get where he's coming from. He chose the wrong person to compare himself to. I would say compare yourself to George Lucas. Compare yourself to J.K. Rowling, not Tolkien. But I get what he's trying to say. He did create something spectacular. He did create something immeasurable that people do really love and do like to go watch. It's a bunch of cars that go vroom and a bunch of guns and explosions. Let's be real, that's pure escapism. Comparing yourself to Tolkien, you ain't Tolkien. Again, I'd say more George Lucas, maybe, possibly J.K. Rowling. I would say that is a better comparison to Tolkien. Granted, because J.K. Rowling created a masterful world. Even though she's not the greatest author, she did create a fantastic world and worked really hard on this world. And man, she has a good deal. George Lucas worked really hard, along with a bunch of other people, to create Star Wars and made Star Wars into what it was. And then Disney came along and, well, Disney'd it. So I can see where he's coming from. I can give him the benefit of the doubt. And when you come over to how many movies there are, and this isn't even counting Hobbs and Shaw, you have Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Turbocharged, Fast and Furious, Fast and Furious, Fast and Furious, Los Bando, I think they're the same movie. Fast 5, Fast 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, F9, then you're having Fast 10. He did make something really interesting. He achieved something cool. He achieved something that not many people get to do. Now, again, it's pure escapism. That I will give him parts of the Tolkien thing in the sense that he made pure escapism. Tolkien achieved pure escapism and crafted a created a world that is fantastic. I ain't gonna even try to say it for a third time. That nobody has kind of ever been able to replicate quite the same. There's some people that have tried, but they've never been quite on the scale that Tolkien has been able to achieve. Like Tolkien thought the moon phases. He thought through the tide shifts, and he created whole languages and how things would interact. And he thought down to this small, minute detail where he created this pure escapism where you could just go to and relax and enjoy. I could say the same thing with Fast movies, the Fast and Furious movies. They're pure escapism. People turn them on not to have this Shakespearean tale told to them. They turn them on to enjoy fun movies, fun, entertaining movies that I've never been a huge fan of. So I can concede part of what he's trying to say. This ain't the Lord of the Rings, though. This ain't the Lord of the Rings of action movies. Lord of the Rings is the Lord of the Rings of action movies. Let's be real. This is something on par with Star Wars. Star Wars was once this fantastical universe. We're going pre-Disney days, Star Wars. Once a fantastical universe crafted with a bunch of hard work from a bunch of hardworking people. Yeah, you can bicker and batter about extended universe. You can bitter and batter about all sorts of stuff within regards to the Fast and Furious, to the Star Wars universe. But what it was pure escapism. What it was this masterpiece of sorts. And I could give the same credit to the Fast and Furious franchise. Like, this is a long-running franchise that is coming to an end. And it has been a whole lot of work for Vin Diesel. It really has been. And it's, for the fans out there, I'm pretty sure they're not the thrilledest that it's coming to an end, but all good things must come to an end. And I also think Fast and Furious 10 will be one of the highest grossing movies this year. I'm willing to bet money on that one. But that's just my thoughts on it. Let me get your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with your friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.